Hello everyone. On this video I'm going to show you how to import data into Stata using three different types of files. Throughout the semester we will be using basically three types of files. We will be using Excel, comma separated values, and DTA file, which is basically the main format for Stata datasets. So let's start with comma separated values. So you go to File, you go to Import, and then you will see here I have Excel, I have CSV, which is the comma separated values, I have other types of data formats. So let's do the CSV. So it will ask you to browse, okay? I have all my files located under a folder called Stata files. Each one of us would have different folders on their computer, so you don't have to see what I'm seeing, of course. But if you scroll down, anything that is CSV, you can import it. Anything that is a non-CSV would be grayed out as you see it, so we cannot import it. So let me import any of these. I'm just gonna choose one. That's CPS 08, which is the Census Population Survey of the year 2008. I'm just choosing any file to show you, and then you click open. All right, you will be able to see the variables here. This is the number of observations. This is the average hourly earning variable. This is the year. This is the bachelor, which is a dummy variable that takes 1 if the person has a bachelor degree, takes 0 if the person does not. The gender variable that takes 0 if the person is male and takes 1 if the person is female. And then age variable, which is how old is the person. Okay, and then you click OK. Once you do so, you will have the data here, right? The name of the variables that we just mentioned, telling us that those are 5 variables, and in total we have 7,711 observations. Okay, so this is one way of importing data, which is a comma separated value. All right, next let's clear this one, because if I'm going to import another file, it would tell me that I have an error message because I already have data, and will ask me if I want to clear the data I have. So I'm going to clear it anyways. The next type of file that I'm going to show you is a DTA file. So import, or let me show you the Excel. So Excel, again, you go to browse. The problem with Excel sometimes is it doesn't read the name of the variable. So I'm going to show you, if you just choose any of the spreadsheet variables, spreadsheet files. Let me use this one, which is the Census Population Survey 12. Of course, I can use any of these. I'm just choosing something that is easy, small number of variables. Okay, and then you click on OK, and then I have the variables here, and then OK. So when you import the Excel file, it's telling you that you have 5 variables with 7,441 observations. Sometimes with Excel, the variables, as you see it, I have it as A, B, C, D, and E. So I intended to show you this example because sometimes you will need to verify what is the row that you need to get the data from. You need to tell Stata what is your cell range. Okay, so let's just edit this command. So I'm just going to copy this, okay, and paste it here. And I'm going to add some options to it. So I'm going to tell Stata, get me the data from the first row. And I'm going to tell Stata that I have a certain cell range that I want to get the data from. My first cell range starts from A1 all the way to cell E7441, and the sheet is called data. Okay, so let me show you this file. So CPS 12, just gonna show you that. So when you see the file itself, right, I'm telling Stata to get me the data starting from first row, and this is my range from A1 all the way to E, because E here, right, but E down here because I have 7,441 observations. So I'm telling Stata to take for me all this range all the way until this cell. Okay, so it's like you're taking it this way and you're going all the way up. So telling Stata to be very specific about what variables you want. Okay, I'm not going to go all the way up, but you're supposed to be going all the way up to cell A1. All right, which is, so you keep scrolling all the way up to here. All right, and then once you do so and you click enter, okay, oh sorry, I should have cleared, I've told you about that. So clear first, I need to clear, and then I'm just going to copy this command, paste it here, right, and then now I have the data as showing as names. Okay, so for example, I'm giving you in an assignment or a quiz certain data set, and it's in Excel format, and you wrote it this way, or you import it through file. Okay, so you go file and then you go to import and you go to Excel and so on. So you followed all these steps, but then you ended up by having variables as A, B, C, D, and sometimes as var1, which is variable 1, var2, variable 2, and so on. So in order to avoid that, you need to be very specific about your cell range and which row you want to start from. So that's why adding this part is very important. But in order to know exactly what is your cell range, you will need to open your Excel and then notice what is the first data point that you want to start from, okay, and what is the very last one. Okay, so you need to specify your cell range. All right, so this is second way. Usually Excel is a little bit complicated. I usually prefer to use CSV or the DTA. So let me clear this one to show you the last one. The last one is a DTA file. With DTA file, you basically go to File, you go to Open, and now it will open for you the folder where you're getting all your Stata files from. Again, for me, it would be different than yours. I'm just going to try to find one of the DTA files. Okay, all of these are do files. So let me try to find, okay, these are DTA. Let me try to find CPS again. Let's take CPS DTA. All right, and then open, and then now I have the file, all the variables are here, and the command for the DTA is right here. All right, so I want you to notice that the command for a CSV file starts with import delimited, and then whatever you have between quotations is basically your path, right? The path, which is where the file is located, under which folder, under which folder, under which username, under users. Okay, this path is very important because you can just specify it once and you don't have to repeat it multiple times throughout your do file, as we're going to see in the next video. When you do it in Excel, sometimes if this command doesn't work, which is import Excel, and then again between quotations the same as here, but I'm changing the file name and the type of the file. If this doesn't work, then you will need to specify your first row and the cell range. Okay. Next, if you want to use the DTA file, then notice that it doesn't start with import, it starts with use. use, and then your path here, the name of the file, and it ends with DTA. All right, I hope this video is helpful.